That's what is following.
The National Forestry Authority was formed under Section 52 of the National Forestry and Tree Planting Act of 2003, with the sole responsibility of managing the country's central forest reserves. But according to a new report by the Parliamentary Committee on Statutory Authorities and State Enterprises, or COSASE, the Forestry Authority has failed in its mandate to protect the 517 forest reserves in the country. The report reads in part, and I quote, "A total of 211,898 hectares of land out of 1,214,045 hectares have suffered encroachment and put to different land use other than forestry activities. The most affected are Budongo Forest Reserve, 3 reserves in Katugo Plantation, and 1 in West Nile Range, which have been completely taken over by encroachers. According to the committee report, this is largely due to failure by the authority to clearly demarcate the forest boundaries and also not updating the forest cover data." The report also reads that the committee noted with concern that most of the central forest reserves are not demarcated and NFA does not know the boundaries due to the fact that they have opened land boundaries of the institution. This is negligence of duty. The committee was also concerned that the authority failed to collect about 6 billion shillings in debt, which affected the work of the institution. The Parliamentary Committee attributed the inadequacies of the authority to shortage of staff and poor working conditions, including dilapidated buildings for staff constructed in the 1960s.
When we had an interface with the NFA, the ED himself told us that they're in a sick bay. No, they're in intensive care. They say they're in intensive care in that they are doing very badly. 1, they don't have the finances to run the institution. 2, even the forests they have are being encroached in. 3, even the management, they don't have enough staff. So National Forest Authority is really in a poor state that needs help from the government. They need to be recapitalized, but at the same time we need to stop people from encroaching the forests.
A few days ago, President Yoweri Museveni ordered that the Uganda Wildlife Authority should take over the work of the Forestry Authority. Minister of Water and Environment, Sam Chepteris, is quoted to have said that the directive would be enforced soon. The committee, which examined 8 state agencies and statutory bodies from August 2016, also observed that 247 UBC staff members were working without valid contracts, with some contracts having expired as far back as 2009. The Parliamentary Committee also found that the Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, or UBC, was poorly managed and marred in debt. The management of the public broadcaster was blamed for a poor or non-existent debt management policy, which has cost the company billions of shillings. 4 days ago, the UBC Review Committee, chaired by veteran journalist, media scholar and trainer Dr. Peter Mwesige, unveiled a report that called for drastic changes in UBC. The committee recommended a complete overhaul of UBC to enable it effectively execute its mandate as a respectable public broadcaster.
I think too much time is being spent on chasing private broadcasters who are accused of running afoul of the law. But what about the public broadcaster? How often does the regulator come out to speak when UBC does not deliver on its mandate? We think that that is quite critical.
Shiran Huchere, NTV Weekend Edition.